3, 2, 1. Welcome back.
Welcome back to Longboats and Luchadors.
Pivot edition.
Pivot edition.
Yeah. We're going to do a pirate episode, and then somebody has to go and fuck shit up.
Yeah, we're joined again by Walker Wiggins. No longer Bigwig, though. Can we get a round of applause for the Sailor of the Universe?
That's right. You are literally the best submariner in the Navy right now.
Technically, there's one more on the West Coast, but we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah, but you could beat him up, I bet.
Yeah. Probably bigger than him.
You just went up to Virginia. You got you got to do all the dinners and like shake babies and kiss hands and all that stuff. And then, what did you describe your trophy as?
It's a big fuck-off eagle. That thing is awesome.
Yeah. Well, Eddie and I got you something. It's better than your big fuck-off eagle trophy.
Oh,
so.
shit.
We'd like to present to you.
That is our trophy to you for being the sailor
That is
of
the
the universe.
The official Longboats and Luchadors Soy Boy Award.
That better go next to your big fuck-off eagle.
Oh, it definitely will. It'll be right beside the eagle. I might glue
you were
it
describing
to the top of
at the
like at the base of the eagle.
The eagle is grabbing the trophy.
Yeah, I might hang it from its mouth.
I was you were describing the trophy and I was like, oh man, this thing's gotta be huge. And then I saw the picture and I was like, it probably is huge, but Walker's huger.
When he was describing the trophy to me, I thought it was like a normal trophy that has like just a long like stalk
like
and then like a
perched
fucking
eagle?
eagle at the top.
Yeah. Oh.
Like an eagle this big
Gotcha.
on top of a
No,
trophy
no.
that's
No,
this
no.
big. And I was like,
Twas an eagle.
yeah.
Twas
the whole fucking thing.
Straight up.
Yeah, so everybody else walks up, they get, nice trophy, but it's a smaller, like, crystal-looking eagle.
Yeah, I saw them.
Yeah, they hand me one of those, and then they announce it, and then I have the admiral just like, nope, takes it from my hand, hands it back, and like everything's like happening real quick.
Yeah.
And then next thing I know, they're like, this is yours now, and like hands it to me. So I'm like, trying to grab it, and of course it's like made out of bronze or brass.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, I was like, oh, that's actually got weight. All right, sick. And then admiral and force master chiefs is like grabbing shit, and I'm like, they're like, smile so we can get off the stage. Cool, all right. It was like, go, 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 like that quick.
Thursday, when Amber messaged us, like saying, that you won and stuff, right? I'm sitting at my desk in the office because it was late as fuck. And so I was like, holy shit. And then the other guy in the office goes, what? I said, my best friend just won Sailor of the Year for SUBLANT. And he goes, nice. I said, fuck you, dude. All right, fuck you. This is a big deal.
Did you hear who he was talking about?
Oh, his friend the Admiral?
His friend the Admiral.
Yeah.
We get it.
Okay, see, all right, we get it.
I've been telling y'all for a long time, it's kind of a big deal. Literally been telling y'all that for years.
This week has been crazy. You had all your shit at work. Like, you have a crazy week this week, lining up for a crazy week next week. You just finished all your craziness, and you've been like, man, I just want to lay in my bed.
I just want to go to bed, in my bed, and lay there and stare at the
ceiling.
How
was the bed last night?
It was amazing. I was sitting there like a little kid. Like when I was about to lay down, I was like, ooh. Laid down, I was like, oh.
Melted in.
Yeah, like, oh, this is nice. This is real nice.
My week was like nowhere near as like formal as yours, but we do get to enjoy the pool.
Oh my god!
After we're done filming the day,
this is the earliest.
I know you're probably gonna go home and lay in your bed, but there's a pool waiting for us to go enjoy after this.
I'm so excited.
So excited.
But you broke out a special boat.
Yes, special boat. Because of your accomplishments and everything.
Speaking of big deals.
Yeah. I broke out one of my retirement bottles, and it's one that came from MDiv, right? So MDiv got me 2 bottles of whiskey for retirement. This is the first bottle of Blanton's that I will ever open.
Really?
Yeah, like I've had Blanton's. I've had drinks at a bar and like at Subball and stuff like that. Sometimes I have Blanton's, but I've never had my own bottle of Blanton's. This is the one that MDiv gave to me, and I figured this was the best time to open it. So we did say last week when we were on that we were gonna have a boat and we were gonna use that for mixed drinks. We're gonna do an audible this week.
Yep.
We're gonna do the Blanton's for the boat. Chug some Bush Lights because that's your favorite beer.
We're going.
we're all
hard
over
left
the
and no blinker.
We're all over the place today. But it's gonna be fun.
This
Yeah.
is gonna be the first bottle of Blanton's that I've ever tasted.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah?
I've never even
Never.
tried Blanton's before.
Do you guys know that this is John Wick's bourbon?
I do know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. That's why it's so expensive now. It used to be a decent bottle for a decent price. Ever since John Wick came out and people found out that this was his whiskey, the prices have gone up.
Like just
So-
from the movie, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And people collect the horses, don't they?
Yeah. There's actually stands you can buy because all the different bottles
Have different
have
horses.
different cork. I was gonna say corks and you said horses at the same
Course.
time, so I was like courses. They have different courses. But yeah.
Sniff the microphone, drink the bourbon. Sniff the microphone, drink the bourbon.
It is a very good bourbon. Like we've said before, it's more about who you're drinking it with than like the actual bourbon itself.
Yeah.
So this bourbon
Can I see the bottle?
Yeah. This bourbon means a lot to me. Came from MDiv for my retirement, and drinking it with you two, couldn't imagine a better place. Are you reading it?
Oh, okay. I'm getting it. There's handwritten parts in the label. Well,
Not to brag, but I do not.
I do not read. So this because it says this bourbon whiskey dumped on, stored in warehouse. I was like, what the fuck? But then they handwrite like the date that it was
Yeah.
dumped. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Side note, I hit those guys with a not to brag, but I do not read. While I was in Virginia.
Nobody fucking
Oh, I
got it.
thought it was in the board.
No, I didn't.
That would have been great.
They would have been like, what the
Yeah, you
fuck?
walk in, I'm Walker Wiggins, I'm here to fuck shit up, and then like somewhere in the middle of it, you drop the I do not read.
Hey, us Wiggins, what's this instruction say?
Now I know why you won. You really were yourself.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers,
boys. I hear a vacuum going. Your son's cleaning my house.
He has a problem. Look at the legs on that bastard.
It only took getting him on the last episode for him to actually start watching our podcast.
I guess,
you
yeah.
know?
I don't know if you know this, but we're kind of funny.
Yeah. We've been known to have a joke or two,
Yeah, one or two.
here or there.
Ever so often. Ever so often.
Even a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then. Yeah.
Even a blind squirrel.
Did you drop it like just you guys?
Like in
or were you
conversation?
like in a big dinner with like...
No, it was
A
just.
bunch
Well,
of
I think
people.
we were riding back from a dinner in the van, and someone
Yeah.
brought some shit up, and I was like, "Not to brag, but I do not read." And then dude's like, and then like everyone else is like, and I go, "Y'all have got to be fucking shit." And they go, "What?" And I go, "Y'all have not seen Wolverine, Deadpool, like nothing." And they go, "No, is it good?" And I was like,
Oh my god.
Bro, I don't know if it happens as much anymore, but I remember back in the day, like, when a good movie came out, that was burned on cruise...
Toast my wife. Yep.
Holy
Yep.
shit. When
It's
a good
my-
movie
it's my
came...
fault. It's my
It
fault.
is.
She doesn't get caffeine anymore. That's it.
No,
"A little
but like,
jumpy this morning."
I think technology's kind of done away with this, and like a lot of people have their own laptops and their own movies. But like back in the day, when it was like the discs or whatever that you got, and that was all you really could watch on Cruise Mess. But like you
Yeah,
get a good
it might
movie,
be.
and it burns for like fucking 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Because like
Hunter Killer
somebody,
has played over 1 million
Yeah.
times on the USS Albany's cruise best.
yeah, like
Really?
Last Samurai was like that. Sicario, when Sicario came out, that was burned for like 2 weeks straight on the Jimmy Carter. So I figured like Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, that
would be
should've-
that type
yeah,
of
yeah,
thing.
Yeah,
So like the fact that they didn't know what the fuck was going on very much upsets me.
Yeah.
Also, like watching movies on, burning flicks on submarines, right? Like I've watched
Hey, no, that
movies.
was a good explanation. A lot of people probably don't know that's
yeah,
what we
that
call it.
there are certain,
fuck are
certain
those?
Yeah,
things.
that sounds like some Fahrenheit 451 shit. Like, what, you guys aren't allowed to watch movies on submarines?
Nope. We burn flicks and we eat hamsters.
We do eat hamsters. I will smash some hamsters, bro.
Hamsters, chicken wheels, and death pillows.
There you go.
Literally eat dinner. Like, man, that dinner is actually good today. I'm so full. There's hamsters on cruise mess.
I
I'm
could eat.
going to eat right now.
I could eat.
So who's relieving these people so they can go eat?
Yeah.
We got you, bro.
You gotta
Everybody.
take advantage of that. You never know when that's gonna happen. Like,
Yep.
hey, they got corn dogs on Cruise Mess. Fuck.
Burning flicks on submarines. Like there have been movies that I would be like, I would never watch that, and then other people are like, oh, you should. It's a good movie. And then I watch it. I'm like, it was
Hot Rod.
yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
You watched Hot Rod Underway?
That's the only place to watch Hot Rod. People are like, hey, do you want to watch Hot Rod? It's like, nah, it's not. Doesn't really sound like a fucking movie I would like. And then you sit down on Cruise Mess, and it's about the people you watch it with. You sit down on Cruise Mess, you got 15 Submariners on Cruise Mess watching Hot Rod. Bro, they're like...
It's all about the humor. Like
I was crying. I was laughing so hard.
Watching Waiting Underway. So funny. Mm-hmm. Just because, like, it relates. The humor. Showing everybody your fucking junk.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies that kind of have like aspects of submarine life in them, and they don't even know it.
Yeah,
Waiting's
it's just like when like not a Catch-23, but like
Catch-22. First off,
well, I was trying to hook you up here.
Who y'all 2, 3?
Missed it. I said it. I did say it.
Did he say it?
Yeah,
I did.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
That's all right. You've had a lot going on. It's okay.
Like humor that's got like a stigma behind it.
Yeah, you can't be wrong. You're the sailor of the universe.
Yeah. He was talking to me yesterday on his way down, and he goes,
"This one?"
Yeah, like when he was driving, right?
Okay,
he called me, and I was driving from Douglas, so I was like, "Oh yeah, let's talk." He was talking about stuff that was going on with him back up in Virginia, and then I was talking about like how stupid my fucking job was, and he goes, "Dude, you should have told me before. I would have." Let them know. I was like, "Oh, your friend the Admiral."
You're gonna tell your friend the Admiral about all my fucking woes.
But he was talking about stuff. They would tell the Admiral, and he'd get on his phone and be like, "All right, that's fixed. What else?"
That was legitimately like one of the coolest experiences. Though, like Admiral's like listening, and then he's like, "That's actually sort of a serious." Like you could tell he's like, "Man, that's actually kind of a problem, and I can fix that." So like, dude's still talking, and you just see the Admiral like, fuck, where'd I put it?
Yeah.
And he's like checking all 16 pockets he has, while I have like 2 in my blues, right? And mine are very inconvenient spots. But he's like, he's sitting there digging, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this pocket." And he's like, boom, pulls his phone out. Look at that dude beside me. I'm like, "David." He's like, "Yeah." I was like, he's legitimately texting whoever owns that shit right now, saying this is a fucking problem.
I saw the name Trump. Does that mean anything?
And about that time, dude, like he's sitting there texting, like, and then fucking, he's like, click. All right, that's fixed. What's next?
Yeah, I didn't have a lot of time with him on the City O, but I told you he was the captain on the City O. Yeah. He was also the Commodore of Deveron 5. Like really? At the end of my tour on the Jimmy Carter, he was the Commodore at Deveron 5. He's always been very active with trying to fix problems. When I made Chief, I didn't expect this at all. When I made Chief, I actually got a letter from him.
Really?
Yeah, this was after he made Admiral. So I was a second class on his boat. I don't know if he remembers me from the Jimmy Carter or not. Like he was a Commodore at that time. Like we didn't really have a lot of interactions. I got a random letter from Admiral Goucher, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And it was just a congratulations on making Chief. So I don't know if he like keeps track of his guys.
You put anchors on at the schoolhouse, right?
Yeah.
So he had to remember you if he sent it to you and not everyone else.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool though.
Yeah.
Just my interactions with him, personally.
With your friend the Admiral?
Sure.
That's the title of your autobiography, My Friend the Admiral.
Sorry. Like, I actually got the opinion of that guy. Like, my personal opinion was like, this guy's actually probably carried his whole career similar to, like, most of us, but didn't have the, like, power, if you will, to make changes and fix shit. Yeah. And now he does. And he's like, ooh, that's cool. Watch this. Bloop.
Yeah.
That's done now. What else am I fixing in
line
the
him up.
next hour? Like, literally, that's what he's like. He's like, cool, fixed your problem. Next, what do you got?
Yeah.
Like I told y'all, getting to see behind the curtain at that level.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of problems that we see that they don't, or that we deal with that they probably don't know about because people don't tell them, or people, or they don't talk to like certain individuals that will tell them. Just so happens when you have 4 nukes sitting at your table, that's like, hey,
buckle up, buddy.
Like, well, yeah, but I think that's just the way that it's all set up. Yeah. If you complain to your chief on your boat, like, there's no way that's gonna get back to the fucking Admiral.
I don't know, unless your chief is friends with the Admiral.
What do you think of the Blantons?
It's good. I was realizing like I didn't give any notes on it because like we just got.
We don't need notes. I just want to know if you like
it's smooth.
it.
Yeah, it's Blantons. Yeah, it's very smooth.
Yeah, that's definitely. I would drink that over Crown any day.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. Blanton's over Crown, thank God.
Well, Crown, like you got to think, like smoothest whiskey I'd probably ever drank was probably Crown until I just drank.
Really?
This. Yeah, and I like Crown. Yeah.
I like Crown too. That's my.
I saw
that's
this
my
thing,
like go-to.
where this guy put a shot of Crown salted caramel
Yeah.
into a Bapple.
So like a caramel bapple.
Yep. You don't mess with perfection, first of all, right? Bapples.
Have you tried a bapple?
I've
I think you would actually.
I think
enjoy
you
a
might.
bapple.
You might actually, if you can
It is-
find it.
What the fuck is a Bapple?
It's a Busch Light apple.
The red
it's
can.
yeah. I saw him. He's
Yeah.
got some in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would like it.
Really?
Yes.
I am pacing myself. I feel like,
I'm actually super proud of you because I was like, Eddie's gonna be like, oh, that's good.
yeah, I've learned
You're maturing.
if you roll tape, you can see me going like,
Watching us.
Yeah.
All right, they took a sip. Take a sip.
and take a sip.
That's what I was doing at the lunches and dinners all week. I was like, all right. Like, I was like, okay, I know where the napkin. I know what to do with the napkin. And my buddy's like, dude, what the fuck do I do with this cloth napkin? I was like, bro, just spread it across your lap. That's it. I said, that's where that goes. I was like, you put it in your lap. I was like, put it here. And then you look across the table, and there's like the one dude at the table who did that. And I was like, listen, move, like, we're in NSUs. What are you doing? Like,
Admirals are just like, okay.
well, so he gets that spread out, and then we're like eating dinner at a different night, and one of my buddies is like, he eats his salad, right? Salad fork, main meal fork, and all this, and then like dessert fork, spoon, and all. We had all of it, right? So I'm like, I know what all this shit is. I've seen enough TV. You know, they come take our salad plates, and we're waiting on like main meal to come out, and I look over and I said, bro, I was like, that's your salad fork. You should have let them take it. And he goes, I don't care. I'm going to use it again. I was like, that's fair. It still works. I was like, 100%. That fork does not just randomly turn into rubber after you eat your salad. It's still good to go, bro.
If you think about it, like that's such like an entitled thing. Rich people are like, oh yeah, oh that touched my fucking soup. I don't want that spoon anymore. Oh,
Yeah.
that touched the salad. I don't want to use that fork anymore, right? Whereas here in normal land, we're like yeah,
You need this?
we're out of forks. No, we're not. There you go.
There's fried chicken at one of the dinners, and like you watched all the dudes get super uncomfortable about it.
Which you got to eat with your hands.
Yeah, facts. Like,
Yeah, bone-in
can't.
chicken. You're eating with your hands. There's no cutting off fucking meat from chicken.
Tendies you can swing.
one of the dudes that, like I said, I hung out the most with, like he walks up and he's staring. He goes, I really want that breast, but it's fried chicken. I said, get the leg. Get one of the legs. And he goes, you getting a leg? I said, absolutely getting a leg because I can grab it once and just hold it with one hand and smash it. And then he's like, that's the pro move right
It
now. And I
is.
was like, it is the pro move, bro.
You got the one guy with two legs just grabbing his cup without the greasy finger.
Lobster hands.
Kind of told you like last night about the first lunch we went to. I'm like, and it was supposed to be at the Admiral, but Admiral's out of town, so we got chief of staff there.
You didn't text him and be like, hey, where you at?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, he had a business to take care of.
My bad.
He's the
You
one-
understood being his best friend.
Yeah, like absolutely. But the chief of staff, Force Master Chief shows up, and like we knew they were supposed to be there.
You say chief of staff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a recruiter. You're supposed to know this shit, dog.
I was wondering why he wasn't answering my call. Turns out he was with you. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm expecting like some of the plastic square round tables, and like we're gonna be in a bigger room and go in there and eat, and then they're gonna be at another table and probably stand up and talk or whatever. Because normally luncheons, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Nah. We walk in and like I was like, okay, we're in the SUBLANT building. So like we walk in and turn, and it was like super fancy wardroom style, and I was like, oh. None of us were like comfortable at first.
Yeah.
As soon as I stepped in, I was like, boys. And they're like, what? And I was like, I'm out of my fucking element. I don't fucking belong here.
I'm freaking out.
I was like,
I'm freaking out. Someone get me.
Freaking out, man.
I was like, there's cloth napkins, first of all, and they're folded super neat and set up super, like, pretty cool. And there's, like, a bunch of pieces of silverware. And then they're like, yeah, I know, dude. Like, what the fuck is this? Force walks in, and he's like, before Chief of Staff gets here, y'all need to, like think of questions to ask him, first of all. But second of all, y'all need to loosen up. Like, all of you look super uncomfortable right now. And I go, that's because we are.
We're not in a good spot.
We're trying to figure our lives out right now. Y'all threw us in a situation like y'all could have locked us in a room on a submarine. We'd be like sick. I was like, but y'all put us in this, and it's like,
You want us to loosen up? Maybe you shouldn't iron your napkins.
they had cooks running in and out, and they're civilian people cooking. But they're like running in and out, and like dude comes out and I was like, yeah, he goes, what we're cooking today is a turkey B.O.T. effectively with avocado on it. Bro, it's one of the best like sandwiches.
Oh, bro, the cooks that go cook for the Admiral,
A T-bolt.
bro, they get like they're awesome.
So
Awesome.
okay, so
they
for
were.
the schedule, like, do you get like a itinerary that says like, hey, this is at this time, this is at this time? It's not just like a, hey, go get ready, we got to go do this.
First night I introduced myself. I'm pretty sure he said he was either SUBLANT, EDMC, or CMC. But of course, like I'm like one of the first people that walks up, and he's like, "Hey, who are you?" And I was like, "Oh, hey, I'm Walker." And as soon as I said Walker, he's like, "Sorry, Wiggins." And then I was like, "Whichever one you want to call me, sorry."
Want to get smoked? Smitten?
Get smited?
Smited?
Yeah, I was like, ooh. After
I
that,
can
though,
see by
like,
your face that I did something wrong.
yeah, I was like, ooh. But then the guy behind me was like, "Hey, David Williams." So he said it like one 1 second shot, it was like bloom, sprayed it out, and I was like, good move, bro. He did not like the way I introduced myself.
Every other name you give yourself has a question mark, like Wiggins, MMN1.
Well, after that, it was literally like, who are you? I was like, oh, Walker Wiggins. I'm from the Maryland. Like, so I was like, okay, I got this. This dude like helped me set the tone on how I should do this. I've got this shit under control now, boys.
Yeah,
like,
buckle up.
Yeah. Force, like when he announced it, like who won, like. Because he kind of laughed every time I did it. I was like, payoffs for Walker Wiggins. Yeah, he gave me the smile. I was like, yeah, you are. He had that look on his face. And then, when he announced me at the dinner, he goes, our newest apex predator this year to the Chiefs payoffs or mess will be petty officer Walker Wiggins. It like looks at me. And I was like, it's like, hell yeah, Force. Hell yeah. The whole week, like it was, like I said, it was a blast. Like getting to see behind the curtain, talk to people, like. And then, of course, they honestly loved talking to us, like, hearing what we had to say, like.
Yeah, I can only
like
imagine,
that.
like, dealing with all that other, like, upper chain of command bullshit just gets tiring.
Even at their level, when they're talking to each other, it's like how we talk to each other.
Yeah.
From us to them, it seems like it's a million miles away.
Right.
But, like, watching them, like, and how they work together on a day-to-day basis. Like,
What are we just people?
You get to see it. Like,
I'm glad that you got to see that because it's usually well into a Chief tour that people fucking realize they're people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all the people, and that goes for every job, I think. Like,
But, I mean, even inside the Navy, like, you talked about it when we were on the phone, how, like, the difference between submariners and, like, every other community
Oh,
yeah.
is fucking insane.
Insane.
I'm sure you never met any of those other guys that you were with the whole week, right? But
Not a shot.
What boat are you on? Oh, you're on subs too. Like, and then automatically, all right, that's it. We're
That's
friends.
what
It's probably like Wednesday. We were talking to like some of them. And they go, "Oh, have y'all known each other like a long time?" And we're like, "No."
How long have you guys known each other? What's today? Tuesday?
Since
2
Saturday.
days? 2 days?
When did we all get here?
Yeah, I literally said that. I said, "What day was we showed up?" Oh yeah, Saturday. We've known each other since Saturday. They're like, "Really? Y'all just hit it off like that?" I'm like, "Yeah." I said,
It's
literally.
crazy.
I was like, Saturday night, we literally were waiting out front of the hotel for the van,
Yeah.
and like I saw a group, and I'm like, "That's a sub dude. I can tell by the way they're standing."
Yep. Okay, so here's a question for both of you. Do you think that it is a certain type of person to be a submariner, or do you think it's not until after you get to your first boat that you become like that?
I'm gonna let the Sailor of the Universe take the first answer here.
No, I think everybody could, like, in reality, anyone could do it, right? And I like, because once you get to a boat, you change. You do. Like, whether you want to or not, you're going to change in some aspect.
Kind of have to.
Yeah, like, it's going to change you and who you are, right? You're locked on a metal fucking tube with, like, 100 to 150 other dudes, like, doing shit. Like, it's going to change you. Like, I used to not, like, if I didn't know you, I would not fucking talk to you at all. Like, if you wanted to talk to me, cool, come talk to me. I'll talk to you then. But, like, I would not, like, hey, what's your name? What boat you on? I wouldn't do that shit.
Yeah.
And now, like, after I've done this shit, I'm just like, sick. We're here to fucking do this, boys. Like, what's your name? Yeah, hell yeah. We're going to go fucking hang out, and we're doing this shit. Awesome. Yeah, fuck yeah, boys. So, like, even me, it's, like, changed me in some way. Like, it's made me more outgoing, more open to talk to people.
Do you agree? Do you second that?
I I do think that it changes you. Absolutely. I think you have to be a certain kind of person, first off, to volunteer for submarines.
Yeah.
But you definitely have to be a specific type of person to make it on a submarine. Like you said, everybody eventually makes it. Like, you don't. There are people that go to submarines that are not made for submarines.
Yeah.
No,
Right?
I agree.
I think it takes a special, twisted mind to decide to go to submarines. And then you just get more warped while you're there.
So
like, we get a lot of good things that come from submarines. Like, you definitely don't come out like a shining star. Unless you're the sailor of the universe, of course.
There's a reason why most submariners don't wear shiny dolphins, right?
Yeah. We're rough and rugged.
Yeah.
Sub song. The submarine song.
So do you think it's like, in order to volunteer for submarines, you have to have like this loose thread? And then to become a submariner, you just keep pulling.
I would tell students.
That's a good analogy.
I would tell students at the schoolhouse, they're like, hey, officer, I'm thinking about sub-ball. I'm like, why did you sub-ball? And I go, well, I'm going to be honest. They said carriers have like 3,000 to 5,000 people. And they said submarines have like 100 to 150. And I was like, ooh, that sounds great. Let's do the submarine thing.
Yeah. That is exactly what got me.
That's the same thing here.
And then you realize, like, I'm doing pretty good at this, you know? Like, I'm getting qualified. I'm doing this. But then you realize the reason, like, you're okay with all the shit that's happening is because you have a couple fucking loose screws in your head. And I would tell the students that. I'm like, no, I said 100%. I have loose screws in my fucking head. Like, and most submariners, if they tell you they don't, they're fucking lying.
Yeah.
And you would see, like, I'd tell them stories of shit that, like, we had done, you know? Like, some of them would be like,
yeah.
And I was like, see,
That's
boom.
You're
you know,
not
like, and other ones are like, I want to do that. I want to do what Petty Officer Wiggins did. And I was like, hell yeah, you do.
Yep.
Go sign those papers. Get in there.
So the thing that got me was, I talked to my recruiter, and he goes, do you want to, like, I forgot to ask you, do you want to volunteer for submarines? I was like, well, I don't know. You know, that first initial, like, I don't know. When you tell anybody that you're on submarines, that it's the same thing. You're like, oh, I could never do that. Like, shut up. Yes, you could.
Yeah.
But, like, I said, well, what's the difference between that and, like, a carrier? He goes, well, you know, he said the same thing, people. And I said, okay. So they started talking. 2 of the recruiters that were in my office were on the same carrier at the same time. They never knew it. They had the same cruise book and everything. I was like,
wow.
I absolutely do not want that.
Yeah.
I like, if I'm going into fucking harm's way, I want to know everybody that I'm going to go in.
Yeah.
And so they were like, yeah, the camaraderie is different. I was like, boom, submarines. I'll take it.
Yeah. So you're done.
Yeah, I was the last one.
You were the last one.
I paced. Yeah, I paced.
I'm so fucking proud of you.
Good job, buddy.
I paced.
Do we want to get into?
I want to break out Bapples. Yeah, it's a special celebration. So
Bapples.
We'll do one. We'll do 1-1.
1-1.
Are you cool with 1-1?
Yeah. I mean, I brought those other ciders, too.
Do you want to do the apple cider and a Bapple? Is that what you want to do? Is that what
I mean,
you're
are
saying?
y'all cool with that?
I'm down.
I'm down.
This is kind of your day.
This is your episode.
day.
This
Oh,
is
then we're doing it.
All right.
I'm a cider guy.
a Bapple and a cider.
Cider
All right,
guy.
let's put these away.
Bapple and a cider.
This ain't the cider I had at Norfolk, so if this is dog shit, I'm sorry.
Good.
Like, it's the same company, but not the same one.
Oh, that's 6% alcohol there, bud.
Yeah, get you some of that, dude.
All right, cider first, then the Bapple.
You tell me.
Yep, cider first, then the
Oh,
Bapple.
boy. All right. I'd like to give a shout out to the dude who introduced me to the fucking original
is it?
sin. The ELT dude, the lead ELT.
Yeah, what's his name?
David Williams.
David Williams.
Yeah.
Take
So
one. Pass
shout
it
out
down.
to David Williams for hooking you up with the original sin. Give me that.
I don't snake bite, dog. I know
You're
where
gonna
this-
snake
Oh,
bite.
I know. You're gonna do this. No shit. I'm here. Let's go.
Thunderdome, bitch.
I'm along for the ride, boys. Let's do this.
That's right.
Are you a fucking tab turner too?
Yeah.
Okay.
To the
I'm
right.
like the only person I've ever seen do that.
To the right. I know
Yeah.
exactly what beer is mine.
Yeah.
But that's not why I do it.
That's why I started doing it.
No, I
and
do
then it
this
also
because
doesn't
I'm-
rub my lip.
I don't turn my tabs specifically because you do. That way I can tell which one's mine.
Yeah. Well, you always turn my whenever you open me a beer,
I do
you
the
turn
left?
it to the left. Yeah.
So
Cheers, boys.
the highest fucking ABV fucking
So far.
so far.
Yeah.
Just wait till
Cheers.
the IPA
Cheers.
episode.
That's cold. But that's good.
It is. I made a mention of it.
Are you okay?
Are you?
That's how cold this is.
Mistakes were made.
Oh, jeez. I made a note of it. One episode, I was like, you know, the good thing
I was just gonna bring
about
that up.
like having our beers that we're gonna drink out while we do the boat is that they kind of warm up just a little bit to
slightly.
where they don't hurt going down.
Yeah.
Not with me here, boys.
Yeah, you just want us to be in pain, huh?
I'm about that shit, dog.
Oh, you know what'd be really cool? That means
What?
side note, and I know that you hate talking between beers,
No, it's fine.
but if we were to take like the actual boats that we do on the show, right, and then once they're empty, to get somebody to put like a wooden ship inside it, that would be cool as
That
fuck.
would be cool. If any of you can build wooden ships,
Or submarines, or a submarine.
Yeah,
That'd be
let
dope
us
as
know.
fuck. Side note,
to a side note.
and yeah, side note to a side note to a side note, right? Like, I'm tasting apples.
Yeah. Oh. Eddie might throw up in the fucking trash can if we keep going.
This is gonna be such a good episode. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
I'm telling you, the Bapple, you're really going to enjoy.
Yeah.
It is good. It's cold as fuck, though. This is going to hurt.
Cheers,
Gonna hurt
boys.
just a little bit. Obviously, I was gonna drink that one the fastest.
What do you think?
It's pretty good.
It's not a cider, but it tastes like a cider.
It's good.
It really does.
You can still taste the beer in it.
Yeah.
Like, it
Yeah,
tastes like
that's
a
what I
normal
mean.
beer, but there's an apple.
Yeah.
Like apple to it.
Yeah.
I think in June they're coming out with Busch Light Lime,
Yeah.
and so that'll be like the first time they're ever doing
Well,
that.
what's the natural light one? The natty.
They do a
Natty Days.
Natter Days.
Natter Days is
Yeah,
coming up.
they do
too.
a strawberry lemonade. Leinenkugels though, that might be the fucking move. Leinie's
In the
fucking,
pool?
Oh,
Oh boy.
we gonna fuck up. It's a bad day to be a Leinenkugel. It's gonna be 97 today.
Dude, I told him last night, I was like, I was so fucking pissed. I was like, I left, it was 80 degrees. I get up there, 70 degrees. Like, I'm comfortably walking around, pants, t-shirt.
Yeah.
Like, hell, even one day I threw a fucking hoodie on in the morning.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, this is nice. And then I'm driving back, and then I'm talking to Amber, and then she goes, yeah, it's been like in the 90s here. And I look down at the like thermometer in the fucking Bronco, and it's like 93 already in lunchtime. And I was like, oh, fuck.
There's a reason that we put the pool up. I gave Courtney the green light on the pool like a couple weeks ago because I was like, man, we're going to need something to cool off this summer. This is going to be terrible if we don't have anything.
I'll go through like bouts where I keep up with the weather. I'm like, all right, next 6-7 days is gonna be this, and then like I'll like completely detach. And then
You can't pause after you say that.
pause for effect.
Yeah.
We know I'm dumb. Thank you.
The attack.
Yeah, you gotta.
Okay, got it.
And then, but like, I'll detach, right? And I'll just be like, all right, I don't give a fuck about the weather, for the next 2 weeks. And then I'll look down at the car thermometer, like, does that say 100?
I'm gonna die.
Bro, start driving a motorcycle. You'll care more about the weather.
No. I'm not gonna lie. That's like the biggest thing about riding a motorcycle that is a deterrent.
The weather?
Yeah. My dad had a motorcycle, so
Yeah.
like there were a couple times where I'd ride with him through like a rainstorm.
Oh,
it's just like,
miserable. Ow. Hard left, no blinker.
Yeah.
Fucking Braylon was on the back of my bike one time. I picked him up from school, and I look off into the corner. I was like, oh fuck, those clouds are getting pretty dark. We got to get home now. And we get back to Laurel Island, and I turn and I went, fuck. And it got so bad. I had to pull off the road at that Maverick or whatever it is
Marathon.
and hide. Marathon.
Yeah.
I had to hide underneath the fucking awning for
Yeah.
the gas pumps.
Yeah.
And me and Braylon are there. I was like, sorry, bud.
Like there were a couple times like I've driven with other friends that knew nothing about motorcycles.
Yeah.
And then they'll see like them hiding under an overpass during a rainstorm, and they just go like pussies. I was like, nope, no.
Shut your mouth.
I don't know if you know this. It hurts. Anything
so
going
bad.
60 miles an hour, when it hits you, is gonna hurt.
Have you ever been hit with a frozen paintball? Because that's what that feels like.
Riding on a motorcycle in the rain is like walking through a sandstorm times 10.
That's why I have leathers. My leathers
yeah,
are
yeah.
there to like,
Those help. Yeah.
to kind of as water protection or like a
deflection?
waterproof thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, more so,
So it
for
doesn't
when it hits.
fucking hurt.
Yeah.
My dad used to wear like these goggles, right? and, like that's
I
all
can
he
totally
wore.
see your
He
dad
didn't.
with
He
a
didn't
gun.
like. He didn't wear a helmet.
Hold on.
He wore nothing.
So your dad had I want to see if I can guess the bike that your dad had.
Okay.
I feel like he was a Honda guy.
Nope.
No?
No.
What did he have?
It was a Suzuki Boulevard. Yeah.
That's the style bike I had in my mind.
I may or may not have taken it out on a couple rides.
Dude, you know that's like almost exactly the bike that I have.
Really? Oh, the
Suzuki Volusia, it's very close to a Boulevard.
really?
Very close, yeah.
It was like summer break, and the bike was parked in the garage. And he was at work.
You took it out.
Yeah, a couple
Does
times.
he know?
Maybe. I
Now
don't
he
know.
does.
Well, I mean, he
now,
might have.
bud.
He does
Well, no,
now.
he might have. He might have because like I remember a couple times where he'd come home from work. He's like, "Do you start my bike up?" I said,
Not a shot.
and he goes, "Why does it smell like gas in the garage?"
Because you
That's
spilled
weird.
it, I guess. I
That's
don't know.
so weird.
Because I'm
Weird.
17 and I don't know how to cover my tracks
Yeah.
yet. Thanks, Dad.
Because I'm still learning, and now I know I should do that. Thanks.
But it was never like out on like highways or major roadways. I just took it around
Did
the
back
block.
roads,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I told Sarah if I buy a bike, like I'm gonna go all in, and I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I'm gonna get a trike.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I mean, trikes are nice.
trikes are like.
So I will say
I don't have to
this,
worry
like,
about it.
Yeah, if you buy a trike, when you get older, you don't have to fucking then transition to a trike.
Yeah, trikes. Like
Yeah.
if I just get the trike, get a butt like ahead of the curve.
Yeah, go for it, man.
You know, Sarah's got armrests in the back.
There you go.
Boom.
That's why I want the Road Glide. I want a fucking Road Glide with the tour package. That way Courtney can just be like, and her ass doesn't fall asleep while we're riding on a fucking motorcycle.
Yep. That way
Yeah.
Sarah can take her 3 blankets and 2 pillows.
6 on 780.
Today's gonna end great.
Don't worry, we're gonna get her in the pool. Everything will be fine.
You can't have problems in a pool.
You can't. Absolutely not.
You can't have problems in a pool.
I mean, drowning.
If you shit
sure.
in my pool, I swear to God, we're gonna have problems.
Still not a problem.
We're gonna have fucking problems.
Still not a problem. You just get the net. Gone. All right, cool. Chlorine, salt, whatever.
Yeah.
In there. He'll take care of the rest. We're good, boys.
Side note: I don't know if
You shit in the pool?
No. No. So something about this, right? So like, it's along with this, right? I had an applicant. I don't know if you probably should cut this out.
Okay.
So toothpaste.
Toothpaste.
Toothpaste is in effect. And he goes, well, when I was like really young, I swam in a pool that somebody shit in, and I got E. coli in my fucking. I was like,
Holy fuck, bud.
No shitting in my pool. Nobody
the
shits
hardest
in my
part-
pool. I'm not getting E. coli.
Okay, I
There's
will-
no
okay.
E. coli's in the pool.
we're getting in the fucking weeds here,
Green
boys.
light it.
We're getting in the fucking weeds.
All right, so let's get out of the weeds and let's get into the drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And so we're back from our
With
break.
our
With-
fancy drinks.
with our drinks.
Fancy drinks
These-
summer special. Hey,
these
all right, so
look
you
great.
mix these up.
Yep.
You got to tell us what's in it. This is a rum sunrise, right?
Why don't we call it a rum rise?
Rum rise?
I'm down. Rum rise.
Rum rise it is.
All right. I actually like that better. So,
Raggy? It's a
pretty
rum
much-
rise.
God.
fuck's
I
wrong
was
with
like, what
this
the fuck are you quoting Scooby-Doo for? Anyways,
guy? Anyways.
you're coming to
Left
the
turn,
pool.
no blinker.
Anyways.
Rum rise.
Wife introduced me to this drink, right? I don't know where the fuck she found it or where she learned it from. Either way, I liked fruity drinks at the time besides wild turkey because that's what I was into is either wild turkey or fruity drinks. No in between, which is wild, right? Yep. Yeah, get you some of that, dude.
Rubbing alcohol or fruit?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, literally the whiskey that the dudes in the Civil War used to like clean their
Well,
wounds.
he was a big wild turkey guy.
Which one?
101.
Yeah, the big one.
Yeah.
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 You guys are
The
brothers. I
mistakes,
swear to God.
the mistakes in a bottle. Oh my god, you can chill that? Oh my, it tastes so much better when chilled. No.
You should have seen my friends. Like they're like, "Oh, what do you like to drink?" And I'm like, "This." And I reach on top of the fridge and just grab a fifth of wild turkey, pop the top, and just start drinking out of the bottle. And like,
This bottle is at least 81 degrees right now. Yeah, that's the shit.
that used to be my jam. Dude.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, they're like, "You could chill that." Fuck that. And they're like, "You could mix that." I was like, Yeah, that costs more money. No, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm
Or
doing.
the burn could remind me of how shitty life is.
I was like, yeah, it hits quicker this way though, boys.
Yeah.
Hate everything about you.
But yeah, so what's in the drink?
Tequila Sunrise, right? OJ, tequila, grenadine. They might put some other shit in there. I don't know.
We also
But-
fucking pivoted hard on this one.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we didn't use orange juice.
What the fuck did you buy me, Eddie?
It's Tampico.
If this drink is dog shit, it's Eddie's fault.
Okay, yep. I think it'll be
It's
all right.
better orange juice.
You just literally said it's not orange juice.
I mean, it's not it's not from fresh oranges.
Either way. So instead of tequila, pick your favorite fruity rum. Doesn't really fucking matter.
And which ones did you use?
I got Malibu Black because it's higher proof. 'Cause
Yeah.
Eddie
And we're
was
not
worried-
racist here.
Eddie was worried about it not being strong enough, so I was like, fuck it, I'll buy this. I've never had that before. We'll try this together, boys. Which Eddie also done with his not orange juice. So
Yeah.
we're trying this together,
We're
boys.
doing it
That's right.
together.
We're in this together.
That's right.
It normally is banana rum. Like I'll buy the bigger bottle of banana rum because
Yeah.
it lasts longer, right?
Yeah.
But they didn't have the big bottle, so I got the small bottle, mixed it with coconut rum.
I'm
Normally-
excited.
I'm
I'll
so
normally
excited.
get the Simply Orange, like pineapple orange
Oh,
juice.
yeah.
Okay.
I
you know
can
what I'm talking
totally
about.
feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pineapple orange juice and then grenadine, and then that shit's
All right.
fucking good.
It looks like a
So we got a
sunrise.
rum rise, boys.
Yeah, rum rise.
Here it is. Our sippers for the day. We
Long-
might have to refill.
Longboats
depending on
and
how this
Luchadors
is.
edition.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'm gonna use a straw. I'm not a big
You
straw
should.
guy.
You should. You have to.
All right.
We actually, the last time we used a straw, we're like, this is so unmanly.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It's so good.
Oh,
It's
so good.
Oh, I know.
You did a great job.
Like I said,
Wow.
the first time she introduced me to this, I was like, "What is this?" I got fucking smashed that night off
That-
fucking rum.
That's dangerous.
Yes.
Like fruity rum.
That is dangerous.
Oh,
It's good as fuck.
I don't think
fuck.
I've ever had banana rum.
I don't think I have either.
I am so buying banana rum after today.
I pulled into the Bahamas on first boat. We end up at a bar. Guys are buying Jaeger bomb shots for everybody, whatever. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of gross, whatever. And I like drank it
Tastes
because I didn't pay for it, whatever. I walk up to the bartender. I'm like, hey. They're like, yeah. I was like, you know what a tequila sunrise is? They're like, duh. And I was like, bro, I'm just asking. We're in the Bahamas. I'm just making sure you know what I'm talking about. And then they're like, yeah, make that, but I want that fucking rum. They're like, you want a fruity drink? And I
Tequila
was,
Sunrise is a fruity drink.
Yeah.
they go,
Yeah.
you want a fruity drink? Of course, you know, like looking at me, I'm like, yeah. You like fruity drinks? I was like, they're tasty as fuck. Make my drink. I'm paying you.
Oh, you're a big bastard.
So,
are
like,
you sure? Are you sure
I
that
can't
you want
help but
something fruity?
Yeah.
I can't help but think about that montage
Judgmental as fuck.
in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, where he's ordering all these fruity drinks at the bar. I'm Samantha. I have sex with everybody.
That happened to me in Norfolk.
Maybe you should start ordering just fucking alcohol straight. Like,
Yeah, they probably like,
make
yeah, that
make it
checks.
easier on the bartender.
They like see me, hear my accent, like, and they're like, "That checks, cool." Yeah,
That
you know
is-
what? You
that
got
is
rubbing
exactly what it
alcohol in the back. Bring me that, like that fucking 90%. Yeah,
They'll
I
have
want that
Everclear.
shit. But no, like Norfolk, I was like, I was sitting there, and once again, I found myself in a hungry state.
Yeah, because you have to
Now.
eat 6,000 calories a day to maintain your size.
I was like, I need food. now.
Wasting away.
I don't know if you know this. I'm the poster child for the Navy.
Yeah,
Takes a lot of calories.
Subs on the East Coast.
that's right.
But they,
Where does your reign of terror end? Like what's the line?
Yeah, where does the line between East Coast sub and West Coast sub like really divide the country?
now that you ask that, you know it's weird, right? Because there's not fucking subs in the middle of the country.
Well, I mean, I think if you go along the
Like-
borders of like Washington, Oregon,
Yeah, you
California,
gotta, like,
like
count
that should be West Coast.
So like just
Everything
the
else
states,
is
just the
East
Honest
Coast.
to God, like if you think about it, right? SUBLANT Admiral and the SUBLANT Master Chief, they are the sub force.
Yeah.
like they're the fucking top dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I think he's the submarine sailor
I
of the
think
year.
so too.
Yeah.
It is decided. West
I'll
Coast
let y'all
subs
decide that. That's not my place to.
We don't need your permission.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, you're retired. and-
decided.
And he's like extracting himself from the submarine community.
Yeah.
Back to the drink, because I don't even think I finished saying what the fuck I was saying
No.
about the drink.
Hard left, no
Fucking-
blinker.
Yeah, anyways, so pick your favorite fruity rum, right? Like I said, mine's like normally banana, then I get pineapple, orange juice, and then I like the other grenadine. That one actually worked pretty good today.
I'm sorry they didn't have your particular choice of grenadine in Waycross, fucking Georgia.
Were you in Waycross?
That's where I
Yeah.
fucking bought
Oh
it.
yeah, they totally don't have that.
He stopped on the way when we were at your house last night.
I thought maybe he was
not
already
going to the-
back. Went to like Brown Bag. And
I don't know if you know this,
Hey,
but
sponsor us, Brown Bag.
yeah.
I could say that because I'm not a regular.
You will be.
Yeah, I don't know if you
Shout
know
out
this. I
sponsors
didn't
for
leave
it.
the office till fucking 9 o'clock last night.
That duty does not have to be as bad as it is.
No.
It's
Well,
like
it's 'cause-
like think about it, right? It's like Prototype. Back in the day, they're like, why the fuck does nobody want to go to Prototype? And I'm like, cause it's dog shit. Like
Yeah.
I was like, I was a spoo and I had a great time, but I worked a lot.
Yeah.
The shit's kind of wild, but like you got to think about it, right? Like Prototype, people didn't want to go there because it sucked, and like that mentality is kind of stuck. Zach Montello, Master Chief Montello.
Yeah, Zach did a lot to fucking change that place. Like, he almost had me going back. He
Yeah.
almost had me re-enlist to go back to Prototype.
He almost convinced me to leave A school to go back or
Yeah.
to go down there because
Yeah.
they're like, we need people. You want to come down here? I had to think about it for like 3 days, and I finally told him, I was like, hey, Master Chief, that don't make sense for me to do that. I was
Yeah.
like, because I'm gonna be leaving soon anyways. I was like, someone made sure that you someone got me the orders I wanted. I was like to come work for him.
I
was
didn't
like,
do anything.
Oh yeah, sure you didn't. They gave you fucking orders to the fucking Boise. Do you still want to come here? Yeah. And he's like, cool.
I didn't
Sick.
talk to anybody.
Next day, recruiter, I kind of remember you wanting to go to the Maryland Gold. I was like,
Dang.
I'm sure you do, Mr. Detailer guy. No, like 100%. Like, don't get sappy.
So
Stop it.
easy.
Don't get sappy. Like, I already
Me?
told him. No, the other guy over in the corner. Yes, you. I told him, I was like, if it wasn't for you, I was like, there's 0% shot I would went up there this year, working for you, of course, and then fucking like the amount of opportunities that opened up for me, like when I got there, like there's 0% fucking shot that I would have even been up there this year. Yep.
You ready to get into topics?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is this where we're at?
Yeah.
We
Finally.
chugged a while ago. We're halfway down our fucking drinks right now.
So much. Is,
You get
like,
the first. You get the first choice.
These you have to
You're
go
the
first.
guest.
You're the guest.
You have to go first. It's
These
in
ep-
your contract.
These episodes are just getting better and better.
Is that one? I'm not looking. Is that just one? Oh my god.
Yeah, it looks like one.
I could, if I can just get like this in an IV bag,
It's a great fucking drink. You did a good job, dude.
Thank you.
and I helped.
Dude.
Kind of.
Yep. Would you rather eat an entire loaf of soaking wet bread or drink an entire pint of whipped raw fish?
Whipped
God.
raw fish. Higher
What
pint
the
of-
fuck does whipped raw fish mean?
Like you just put raw fish in a blender?
And then you
Oh
pour
my
it?
god.
Where's the whipping?
Liquefied raw fish. There you go.
Now you're raw.
I think
Okay.
I'm gonna
Blend it.
fucking go the raw fish method.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with him.
I think I'm gonna go the raw fish method.
Do we get to add like seasonings like lemon pepper or hot sauce or anything like that?
No.
It's 2 beers,
Nothing,
man.
just-
Do what you want. This
Oh,
is how we roll.
you know that I'll fucking doctor shit up.
Okay, doctor it up. So you're going liquid fish.
Absolutely. I think about like what my insides are going to do.
Either way,
After,
either
'cause
way,
I'm
the
like-
insides are going to turn into outsides.
But the wet bread, think about that, right? The bread has the potential of just like getting in there and just sitting like a fucking brick.
That was a good question,
Yeah.
right?
It
Like that,
is.
that was a creative question.
I'm so fucking proud of you.
Being Hispanic and being able to cook, right? Like throwing in some clamato juice and lime juice and fucking chili sauce with that fucking whipped fish. Yeah, I'd be all about that fucking whipped fish. Yeah, I'll make it
You're
work.
adding too much.
Hey,
That's way
hey,
too much.
Hey, it's 2 beers. I can make it whatever I want. You said it. You said it.
That's true.
You did say that.
That's true.
I
did
wasn't
say
going to
that.
let him. I literally said, no, you have to do it.
That's true. Well, I didn't think he was gonna go into like clamato juice and lime
Oh,
juice
I-
and like all that shit. Like I thought he was gonna like throw some seasonal, you know, like into the.
When have I
fucking
ever
blender.
just done seasonal?
Would you rather be so afraid of heights that you can't go on the second floor of a building, or so afraid of the sun you can only go outside on rainy days?
Say that. Let me see that. What the fuck? There's a
Second
lot of
floor.
God- There's a lot of motherfucking
You're
words.
so afraid of heights that you can only be on the first story of a building, or so afraid of the sun that you can't go outside.
heights.
Basically.
100%. Like,
Really?
summer would suck.
That's true.
I used to get made fun of on, like, I say made fun of, but, like, people would say some bullshit to me. Like, first boat, it would literally be raining, and I would have my fucking sunglasses on, walking to the boat. And they, like, my cob at one point goes, "What are you, a fucking vampire?" And I was like, yeah, pretty much. I mean, like, if you really think about it, how much have I been on this fucking boat where I don't see the fucking sun, cob? And then he goes, "Oh, that's fair."
I could not enjoy, or I couldn't not enjoy summer.
Yeah, I love the sunlight. I love the sunlight.
I'm brown.
I think I would have to do the heights.
I am attacking this from like an SNL skit point of view, right? Like, imagine, like, all right, it's time to face your fear. We're gonna go out by the pool. We're gonna soak up some sun.
Even we went on the Wisconsin for a fucking tour. You know how many dudes like walk to the front of that fucking ship, boat, whatever, right? You walk to the front of it and they looked over and they're like, "Holy shit, that's a long way down." And I was like, "Boys, you realize they used to do swim calls on this bitch here? Like dudes were jumping off from this height, and they go, 'Yeah, I wouldn't do that.'" And I was like, "I would. I'm about that shit. You're not hitting the bottom, boys.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna come back up."
Here's an anomaly, right? Like, you're afraid of the heights, can't go up to the second level.
Oh, on a submarine.
Yes.
Oh, then
Now you're
You're
submarine.
going low tide. You're walking down the
standing
ramp,
engine room lower level.
and then you go down. You look down the ladder into the submarine. You have you have military orders to do this job, and you look down.
Nope. So we're all in agreement. Sun, not heights, right? That's what we're in agreement with.
Wait, no.
We'd be afraid of heights.
I would rather be afraid of heights than
I'd
the
rather
sun.
be afraid of heights too.
I'd rather be afraid of the sun.
Really?
Yeah, you just move somewhere it's raining as fuck all the time.
Fucking. This
Yeah.
is the
'Cause
skin of a
'cause
killer, Amber.
Like, I'm as weird as it sounds, I kind of like heights. But
Yeah, that's why I was saying, like, it's kind of hard to decide because I like roller coasters, I like shit like that, like, and that's all high stuff, and I'm still a little bit afraid of it.
I'm not. I'm like, if I fall, boys, and when I hit that ground, shit's over. Like it's gonna
Well,
be
yeah,
real
like, I
quick.
accept the fact that I'm done if I fall from that height, but it's like the edge of excitement is caused by a little bit of fear.
Yeah.
Well, it's weird,
Yeah.
right? That's a weird question.
Okay, so I would rather face a fear. If some, like, one of my friends was like, "We're gonna ride this roller coaster. You're coming with us," right? Like, whining and crying and having the adrenaline run through my fucking veins on a roller coaster, then having them drag
Having to
me
walk
out
outside
to a fucking private cabana.
Yeah, with all the barbecues we have and
Yeah,
shit, like
I
I
couldn't.
just
Like, I
think
couldn't.
I think I could fucking I think I'd rather have heights than the sun.
I don't know.
But at the same time, it's the whole like fear of the sun kind of thing.
Why?
Right. So would you rather be a werewolf or a vampire? Get after it.
Yep.
So I've thought about this, right? So
Okay.
what kind of vampire are we talking about? So we have to break this the fuck down. I was the weirdo in elementary school that I'd read fucking Bram or Bram, whatever the fuck his name, Stoker's
Bram
Dracula.
Stoker's,
yeah. Yeah.
I read that shit
Yeah.
in elementary school, and all these other kids are reading about fucking Clifford or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Like,
No,
so,
like I've always been a fan of werewolves. What I grew up wanting was the man wolf hybrid,
Okay.
underworld
Like a Lycan.
style. Yes.
Like-
Yeah. So what did you choose as far your
So well,
monster?
we didn't establish it, right? Like what kind of vampire? are we
Whatever you
talking
want.
about?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
would- like,
yeah.
I'm not-
No, you
no,
choose.
no,
You
no,
choose.
no,
You choose.
no.
No, yeah, you
I
choose.
understand what you're getting at, but like I really don't care. I want to know,
no.
like, monster wise, if you could be a monster, what would you want to be?
It really depends, though.
Throw the fucking depends out. You're not 80 years old.
Are we talking about classic vampire? Can't walk in the
I
sun?
said
Whatever you want.
Or let me finish my fucking statement.
Okay.
Or are we talking like Blade? Before I ever saw Blade, like I was like, boom, werewolf, no fucking questions asked.
Yeah.
Of
So
course-
you want to be like a
but
fucking
the-
human vampire hybrid like Blade?
Yeah, because Blade can walk out in the sun. Like he has, like, Blade has no weakness.
Well, then does this also like include like Morbius?
Ooh, I didn't even think
What do you
about
mean?
Morbius. Have you
Right,
seen
'cause
Morbius?
Morbius-
So I haven't seen the movie Morbius. I know
Motherfucker.
Morbius. No, like I know Morbius from Spider-Man.
Yeah, because Morbius is also an option, and that dude was like, he went from like effectively a
Cripple.
I'm a fucking god now. I'm gonna fucking shit on people.
I'm just saying, Craven fucked him up, dude. Such a
Whatever.
good movie.
Okay.
Clicked it on. Oh, you watched it
I
finally?
did. It was so good.
Because after we watched that, Amber literally goes like, "Y'all always talk about which superhero would you be? You're Craven."
Spot on.
Like-
Craven. Absolutely.
I was like, dude.
Like Craven, and we joke about the whole like Wolverine Deadpool thing, but like I think you are Craven, and I think he is Star-Lord.
He's definitely Star-Lord.
Absolutely.
He's
Absolutely.
definitely
I'm
Star-Lord.
regular.
Definitely Star-Lord.
I'm regular, but I
Regular
have
is-
cassettes.
Regular, funny as fuck, except for when I need to be a badass and then I'll do some stuff.
yeah. Absolutely. We just got to figure out who I am.
We already established like
What?
who you were.
Venom. Yeah.
You're definitely Venom, like with the fucking humor, but like also like, I'm gonna fuck this up now.
I'm gonna eat that man's head.
Like sitting there and somebody said, I want to eat her head right now.
You're not gonna eat her head.
I'm going to eat her head. Like 100%.
Okay, so, let's
You get to
create a
pick-
baseline.
If you want to do this, like you create the baseline, and
Here's
we'll
what
go
we'll
from
do.
there.
All right, we'll do like classic.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I was saying. I was
Okay,
going
if
like
you go-
classic
if you
monster.
Classic monsters.
If you go classic, like I'm saying, like Brom or Bram, I don't know how to say his fucking name.
Bram
Stoker. If you're
Stoker,
going from
yeah.
that time frame,
Yeah.
I would have to go werewolf. Like that's where it started, right? Like I
Yeah.
always had a fascination with wolves. Like, and then I like got into classic horrors, and I was like, well, yeah, the werewolf's gonna fuck 'em up. Then I saw Van Helsing. Right?
Oh my
Van
God.
Helsing's, yeah,
Like,
that's what I was
so
saying.
good.
like
yeah.
Dracula's like,
So good.
That's where I
you're
was
so
thinking.
fucked, and then Van Helsing's like, nah, bitch. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and then even Dracula's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
What would you choose?
Me?
Yeah.
Werewolf.
Werewolf.
100%
Really?
every time. Doesn't matter what. Like you can put any stipulation you want on it. Like I have always loved werewolves. I like low key. I want to work on a fucking story, and I've told Courtney about this. I want to work on a story, and like the main characters are like werewolves, but it's not like specific to wolves in general. It's like it's
Animals?
animals in general, but bro,
Animorphs.
the idea of
Isn't that
being able
animals?
to go into like a human animal hybrid has always fascinated me.
Animorphs.
Yeah, that's right.
Animorphs.
I literally just said that.
Animorphs.
I literally just said that.
Nobody heard you. You didn't.
I
say
didn't
it
hear
loud enough.
you.
Where did we? No one heard you.
And this is why I would choose Frankenstein's monster, because I'm just gonna go through the world without a thought in my brain. Fire, bad.
But even Frankenstein's monster had more thoughts than that, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's not an option. He has to choose. Y'all fucking gave me shit for 5 minutes.
No.
About
I said
stipulations.
any other
said-
Oh,
monster.
you-
I
yeah.
did say any
Ooh,
other
you did
monster if
restate
you
it.
want it.
Okay.
Frankenstein's
So if you
the
want to take
doctor.
it back, if you do want to take it back, like by all means.
So if
So
we
good.
if we went like classic book monsters.
That's what we literally said,
Yeah,
Walker.
yeah. All right,
Back on track.
back on track. It would be a close call from like the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, or
That's a good one too.
That's
a
good.
really good one.
there's certain books that I've read like in that one, like when I listen to it, especially like
I think
different
that
points
fits
in my
really
life.
well
That one's
with you.
that one's always super intriguing.
Yeah.
Well, Amber, you got other people that agree with you.
So Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Frankenstein, and a werewolf.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's it.
Like,
Let's open a fucking
but
theme
you know
park,
how many?
boys.
I can't even remember what movie it was. It may have been Hellboy. It may have been one of the Hellboys. I can't remember now. But like they had Dr. Jekyll. Whatever
Yeah,
the
so
fuck.
in the beginning of Van Helsing is hunting Dr. Jekyll,
it may have not been
right?
Van Helsing,
It was
no.
either that or in A League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Jekyll and Hyde are like part of like one of the group of
It's whatever
Extraordinary
one
Gentlemen.
it was. Like the dude's good, but he like Dr. Jekyll.
He takes a little slug.
He had a
Yeah,
serum.
it-
He had
yeah,
a serum
yeah,
where
yeah.
he's
That's
like,
A League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
okay, this is
yeah.
that movie. Like that shit came on the TV on Cruise Mess, and I was like, bro, I said this dude's gonna lose his shit at some point, and it's gonna be great. They go, what are you talking about? And I'm like, you've never read the fucking book?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even know if we could be friends now. Like,
Yeah,
you've-
that's the
dude's like,
origin of the Hulk.
Yeah.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is like the origin of the Hulk.
Yeah,
Certain stories
would be-
provide the basis
Yeah.
for like literally everything we know today.
yeah.
Yeah, there's almost no original stories. Like pretty much
Yeah.
everything is a
No,
remake. of
Especially
something.
where we're at now.
Yeah.
Like, how many fucking remakes or like shit we watch
Yeah.
now? We're just like, yeah, that's the same shit. Whatever.
You think
Original's
That's why,
better.
that's why I like original movies more than I like remakes.
Yeah.
Let's do one more drink, then you draw a fucking question, and we'll wrap
I already
it up.
drew my question.
well, we got to
You're-
drink
you're
first.
gonna
I'm
be-
out of fucking drink, Eddie. We're good.
I'm
We're
out of drink.
all
We
out of
gotta have a
drink.
Everyone has to do one question. One.
All right, and back with a full drink. So,
That's right.
cheers.
Take 3.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hold on,
All right.
whoa.
Hey,
I was actively pissing And I remembered I wanted to ask this before we took a break.
I'm so glad you thought about us with your dick in your hand.
That's
yeah,
right.
absolutely. Of course, especially you.
I feel a little left out now.
You're my chief. I couldn't do that.
Oh, okay.
So Amber actually, she sort of opened my eyes to a different thing, right?
Okay.
She's like, if you could see yourself, she's like, not what you want to be, right? Not what you want to be.
What you are.
What you fucking are.
Yeah.
Like, as any animal, what would it be? And I was like, honestly, I would like to be a wolf, but I kind of see myself more as a fucking bear. She goes, I see you as a fucking lion. And I go, I was like, really? She goes, yeah. Okay, I can kind of see it. But then I'm sitting there, I was either taking a shit or something, right? Scrolling Facebook videos, and the shit from Jurassic Park where the fucking T-Rex or whatever it was walks up to the fucking lion. It was like, rah, and the lion's like, nah, bitch, rah, and roars back at him, and the T-Rex is like, all right, I'm leaving. Yeah, babe. All right, I could see that. I was like, I've literally been that my whole life. Like, some bigger dude walks up and is like, and tries to
fuck what you think.
Then I'm just like, I don't give a fuck how big you are. Fuck you.
I think we talked about this last episode, didn't we?
What's that?
Like the animals.
The actual animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about our spirit animals.
Yeah.
I think that goes into the spirit animal.
Because 100%, I think I'm nothing big.
You're about to tell me you're a gecko or
I'm
something?
a fucking no.
What the fuck are you about to tell me, bro?
I'm an otter, right? Like
otter.
I'm here
Yeah,
fucking
like,
minding
he's
my
actually-
business.
yeah.
I'm cool. I'm enjoying what's
He's
going
chill.
on.
He likes to cuddle, right? But at the same time,
You steal my favorite rock.
That's my fucking rock.
That's my fucking rock.
but you're like, oh, he's coming at me to get the rock back.
Takes Ron.
Fuck me.
God damn, I hate otters now.
Stupid otter. Fuck.
Fucking otters. I hate otters.
Yeah. But generally speaking, right? Otters are
Chill as fuck.
yeah.
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 Like as much as I want to be, I am not an alpha. I will when I need to be, right? Like encroach on my fucking family, my house, my friends.
I think
fuck you.
A house
Boom.
of otters.
Game
I
on.
think there is a dominant male.
Yeah.
You're the dominant
Which I think-
otter, bro.
Yeah. We are 100% like that Hydra, right? Like you guys are the two serious heads, and I'm the
goofy fuckball on his side.
The one that's cross-eyed and shit. Fucking.
Yeah.
still a force to be reckoned with, right? you cut
Guess
one,
who I'm attached to?
you cut one of us off. Guess what? There's three more in our place. The other thing,
We're not gonna get into that.
Hold on. You with your hand up.
she wants me to read my question.
Hold on, y'all hadn't answered my question. I said I'm a lion. You're an otter.
Oh. Yeah, so my spirit animal is a jaguar. Courtney thinks I'm more of a wolf. Because I'm like an alpha of a wolf. I'll take care of the pack. As far as males are concerned, right? Like the male lion is more independent until they find their place.
Yep.
And then they're very protective. Whereas like a wolf is kind of like a part of a pack the whole time. And then they just kind of work their way up to be an alpha. I think both lions and wolves very, very closely related when it comes to like, I'm going to take care of my family.
Yeah, and otters, right?
And otters, yeah.
I mean, you guys have fucking riverfront property. It's okay.
I
So
don't have much river, but this is my river.
you can touch all the other rocks, but
Not
this one,
mine.
That one.
this is my
This is
rock.
my fucking rock.
'Twill be in my pouch.
Where
Touch
is
it, and you're dead.
Finish
Last
this
question.
off.
Last
We're gonna
question.
finish
All
this.
right, here we
Let's get
go.
there.
Wow, we have fucking prolonged this shit.
No shit. We
Every
got
time-
shit
This is
to
good.
do.
This is-
I
There's
figured
a
this is
pool
why y'all
that's
didn't bring me
waiting.
back.
Okay.
There's a pool that's waiting.
So, last question.
All right.
Ripley has turned to you to help escape the alien-infested ship.
Who the
How
fuck
will
is Ripley? We got it.
Aliens.
from Alien?
Ripley is the main character. That's what's her name?
Sigourney Weaver.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but I was like, who the fuck is Ripley?
How will you save them? Do you find the predator and join forces, or do you hunt them on your own?
The Predator are not gonna be on the ship, right? Like they're like if
Well,
we're
first question:
in a,
how do you save them? And then, secondly, do you find the predator, or do you join forces, or do you hunt them on your own?
I'm gonna hunt them on my own. Honestly, I love the Predator franchise. I like
This is
if I
Alien.
could be the Predator, then I would absolutely be part. Well, the Alien and Predator franchise like kind of molded a long time ago in the comics.
I
But
am the
I-
child predator. That is my
I am the
favorite.
child Predator.
That is my one of my favorite memes when we talk about this shit. Like, have you seen that shit? And so it's like this dad and the son. Like the son dresses up as Predator for fucking Halloween. He's got them. Yeah, well,
I did see that. I was like, bro, that is totally me and Abel. They had no fucking clue what he just said.
I think y'all could fucking remake that shit.
No, I would love to be involved with the Predator, but they're like, if you're in space and you're on a ship, the likelihood of a Predator finding that ship in order to kill the xenomorphs, very unlikely. I'm gonna say no. I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna find the Predator on the ship, because if the Predator was on the ship, we'd be dead anyways. The way that I'm gonna fucking save everybody is we're gonna find a room that doesn't have any fucking vent ducts or any of that shit, and we're gonna fucking lock ourselves in, one entrance, one exit, and we're gonna fucking hunker down like the 300 Spartans of Thermopylae. If they're gonna come in, they're coming in right here, and I'm gonna fucking kill them all.
So you're sending off the SOS and then blocking yourself in like
That's right, dude.
We are locking down in the Red Mexican.
That's it.
Yeah, buddy.
No vent ducts.
That's it.
Lock them in.
No goddamn ventilation in here to save your life. We're getting drunk and we're dying.
That's right. If we die when we're drunk, then we did it right.
If I die sober.
If you drunk.
If I drunk, die sober.
If I drunk and die sober. Screwed that one up, bud.
I detached my brain for that one, my bad.
That's all right.
Detached.
Stop. We all know I'm fucking stupid.
You don't have an option.
Got it.
You don't have an option. That's the thing.
That's it. That's him.
All right.
Going on
You
a shirt.
started this.
All right.
It's going
What
on
about
a shirt.
you guys? What are you doing?
You go first. He wasn't ready.
Yeah.
You want me to go?
Yeah, go for it.
Kind of my mentality, right? Like, you want to fucking take us out. All right, cool. Like, people who are not down for this, like, same idea, right? Put them in a fucking room where they're safe. And I was like, I'm going to fuck you up now. Like, I'm going home. It's like submarine mentality. It's like, oh, we're fucking going down? Okay, well, those of you who are, like, shitting your pants, get the fuck out of my way. I'm fucking in there.
Yeah, I would 100%, like, same as y'all.
It's like, I would want to get women, like, kind of like Titanic. If you know, like
women, children, get in the
boat.
fucking,
Get in the boat. I'm going to fuck this thing up. Yeah. Who's in?
If you're a fucking man.
Sick.
I'm there with you.
If you're a man, grab a gun.
Like, I'm about to fuck you up, bruh.
Rubbing shit on your face.
Like, I'm putting my fucking bow
Xenomorphs are like
my bow hunting shit on my face, and I'm like, you're so fucked.
Xenomorphs come out like.
That's poop on his face.
Is that poop?
Yeah. What was the other shit about the Predator?
It just asked if you were gonna fucking have the Predator help you.
I am the fucking Predator.
Yeah.
Like,
no, yeah.
It's like, I'm taking you out or you're getting me, but you better get me first, motherfucker. I got a wife and children at home. I'm getting the fuck home.
We're all in the same fucking boat. No pun intended. Women and children. Boom. Are you guys safe? Cool. I'm gonna go hunting. If you don't hear from me,
I'm not
live long and prosper.
Yeah, I don't want to fucking wait to die. I'm either gonna save you or I'm gonna die trying.
Like, even like, I say women and children. I mean, like, people who are not up for this shit.
Yeah.
Like, cause even like the chicks that are like, fuck this shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh, you're in. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Yeah. I didn't know Ronda Rousey was on my ship. All right, grab a gun. Cool. We're gonna go fuck shit up.
You're in. You don't have an option. Let's fucking go right now.
We're gonna hashtag Ronda Rousey in this. We appreciate you. If you ever want to be a fucking guest star on Longboats and Luchadors, we would love to have you.
Like, we've talked about this. I don't know how many people that we idolize drink.
That's true.
All of them.
But again, we're accommodating. If they don't drink, that's fine. We'll drink.
If
we'll
I'm
do
here,
our thing.
you're drinking.
Look at that. What we should do is we should have a face-off between. I know it's not a face-off, but like between you and Mason for man of the can.
What does that even mean?
The guy in the chair.
No.
A guy in the chair. What the fuck? Does
Our
that
third
mean?
wheel.
Yeah.
Our third wheel.
Somebody behind the scenes googling shit.
Yeah. Mason's like, Mason would be definitely better about digging shit up real quick.
Yeah.
Not me. I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
Do you want to share a mic with him?
I would share a mic with Mason.
I think
that would actually be great. You just shitting on Mason for being an asshat. God, if we could really sell this, if we could could get to the point where we had enough money where he could just be in the back shitting on Mason, like I'd pay for that alone.
If we could get to
You're wrong.
if we could get to the point where we just have fucking air conditioning in the garage, that'd be great.
You know what? We've got enough. You didn't want to cheers it before we fucking no? All right.
Before we cheers, I appreciate both of you.
We love you. We love
you.
having you.
Yeah, Sailor of the Universe. We are privileged to sit in your company.
Shut the fuck up. What is that?
He's getting a little
You're
bit
killing
more
the banana
so
rum.
cheers.
That's the best rum. That's
I
a small
know.
bottle.
That's why I got that
one. No, you don't get to mix it. You don't get to mix it. Just drink it by itself. It's fine. Eddie, I'm telling you, it's fine. Oh, my God. I don't like you anymore. I'm never coming back.
You widowy love me.
All right. Now, this last cheers, and then we're going to sign it off. But this is an actual cheers. We joked about it a lot today with you and your best friend, the Admiral. We joked about you being the Sailor of the Universe, but we are extremely proud of you actually winning SUBLANT Sailor of the Year for 2024. There's not a person out there that I think deserves it more.
No,
and, yeah.
For once, the Navy got something right. So proud of you.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say. Now I have just that upper hand with everybody else that doesn't fucking know you. To know that I have the Sailor of the Year for SUBLANT as my best friend. That's.
I appreciate that, dude.
No crying.
Yeah.
We're
not crying.
Before we cheers, I know y'all don't know the other guys, but anyone up there absolutely deserve to be where I'm at right now. 100%.
We don't even know them.
I'll extend it out.
We agree.
So we're going to do a cheers to you, SUBLANT 2024 Sailor of the Year, and to all the nominees that made it to the competition. This is a cheers for all of you. You guys did a great job. He may have won. All of you probably deserved it. So if we ever meet you, cheers to you.
And you have an open spot here on Longboats and Luchadors.
Robin Mendoza, you're the closest one. Get your ass on here.
Yeah, we'll take a runner-up. Cheers.
All right, it's time to go fucking cool down in the pool.
That's right. Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Thanks for a great episode.
All right, we're going to go get in the pool.
Ooh.
We appreciate everybody tuning in. If you guys do tune in, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe wherever you can. Send out our stuff so that we can reach more people, inspire more people to laugh and love life the way that we do. Otherwise, we will see you next time on the next episode of Longboats and Luchadors Life Unfiltered.